Now we're going to move on to P&O. Now we are live, of course, this Sunday afternoon, and there's been a price reduction on this one this week, so we're featuring it now down to $5.99, and it's 7 nights around the beautiful Norwegian Fjords. But let's take you on board, talk about P&O. Again, a company with decades of experience.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, they celebrated their 175-year anniversary last year with 7 ships sailing out of Southampton water. And this is their biggest, their brightest. This is the Azura, 3,100 passengers on board. It's 115,000 tonnes, and it was christened in Southampton in 2010 by the ballet dancer Darcy Bustle, of all people. And again, it's a beautiful, beautiful ship. It features new things for P&O, like the sea screen, which is their outdoor cinema, the adults-only retreat on the sun deck, where you just get to be pampered and have time away from the youngsters. The Glass House, which is the wonderful wine bar by TV wine expert Ollie Smith, with 32 different wines that he selected for cruisers to enjoy. The Sindhu Restaurant, which is by Michelin-starred Indian chef Atul Culture. But all in all, there are 9 restaurants. There are 10 separate bars, including Brody's, where you can watch the Premiership football and get a good pub quiz and have a bit of karaoke, all the way down to the Cool Planet bar, which transports you around the world with this kind of photo wall which changes all the time. They're known for their great entertainment. You're seeing there that you saw a bit of a can there, but they do a lot of great interactive West End style shows on board. Where you're going to see Andrew Lloyd Webber and more perform for you. Really, really lovely. P&O really doing a lot in the industry at the moment.
And for those viewers that really like a British experience and a British product, this really is a great.
Oh, absolutely, very much a British product. It's very, if you want to cruise in that kind of something that's very familiar to you, then P&O's the one for you.
And I think particularly with entertainment, things like comedians. Although sometimes you'll be on board an American ship, the comedian will be great. You can guarantee this will be real. British comedians, West End style shows.
Absolutely.
And everything's in the pound as well.
And they even have their celebrity sailings with people like Catherine Jenkins and David Essex come on board, and they have the Strictly cruises where you have all the dancing. That's my shimmy. Do you like that?
We've had a bit of singing, we've had a bit of shimmying this afternoon. What next, Keith? That's what I want to know. Anyway,
the Chippendales.
But let's show you the itinerary now. Another advantage with this particular cruise, no flying involved as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So take as much luggage as you want and just and crack on. And you've got a lovely day there to relax as you head over to your first port of call, which is going to be Bergen. This is a great chance for you to go and enjoy a wonderful part of Norway. Your first glimpse will be the quaint town of the old Hanseatic Wharf with these narrow peak roof buildings in various colours of ancient wooden construction. The funicular will take you from the city centre up to Mount Fløyen, which gives you incredible views over the whole of the area of the mountains and the fjords. And if you're energetic, walk back down through the wilderness and go all the way to the bustle of the fish market. Amazing selection of fresh seafood. Get yourself something to eat. Or head out to Lake Nordast, where the home of Edvard Grieg, Norway's most famous composer, lies. And that's really, really beautiful as well. There's lots to do here, but definitely get a fish lunch.
And then over to Flom next.
Flom, yeah, a little place between steep mountains. It's cradled in the Sogne Fjord, which is the world's longest and deepest fjord. It's surrounded by towering cliff faces, and the rustic wooden lodges of Flom's town centre look like miniature models, which adds to the charm when you're walking around.
And you've got the very famous railway experience.
That's it. You're seeing a picture. It's the world's one of the world's steepest railways, and it goes through a series of sharp bends and cliff-edge tunnels. You can also venture into the White Caves of Gudvangen, where you basically classical music plays, and you just walk through this incredible kind of underground labyrinth. And the other great thing as well is to go and have a coffee from the Stanholm Museum, cappuccino, and just look out across the whole of the Norway Valley.
I'm visiting the fjords this year and I cannot wait. It's something I wanted to for such a long time, actually. Where next then, Keith?
Geiranger. Now this is, many people believe, the most beautiful of all the fjords. It's hard to imagine more spectacular scenery than this. You can sail all the way up the fjord and you must be out on deck for all the fjord or sit on your balcony, whichever way you want to do it, but don't miss it, for at least a couple of hours before you arrive. The tiny village of Geiranger is stunning. It's dwarfed by towering snow-capped peaks. There will be many magical moments along the way. The Seven Sisters waterfall spilling hundreds of thousands of gallons of water into the fjord from 5,000 foot. Amazing. You'll almost feel like you can reach out and touch the sides as you sail through. And of course, if the view from your ship isn't good enough, I mean, look at that, then you can climb up Mount Dalsniba, which is nearly 5,000 foot tall, and that will give you breathtaking views of your ship and the whole of Geiranger Fjord.
Talking of views, by the way, if you want to catch all of this, don't forget you can upgrade to an outside cabin on this one from just £100 per person.
Or even a balcony at 899, Sean.
That's good,
I mean, for the fjords, I don't know, I always say, you know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Go for a balcony, really enjoy it, because then you can sit there and take all this in from your balcony. You know?
Must be magical, actually.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
You can sit there in your dressing gown, no one will know. And then, of course...
And then Stavanger.
Stavanger, yeah, Stavanger. This is great. Sophisticated little city, thriving in a patchwork of heather-covered hills and breathtaking fjords. There's a contrast of modern architecture and trendy, stylish cafes with ancient cobblestone walkways and rows of these 18th century whitewashed wooden houses. Stroll through the old quarter, packed with oldie-worldy wooden houses. You can see the artists hard at work in their studios. And as you wander around, look out for the 23 iron statues that Anthony Gormley put there. They match the ones in Liverpool over on Crosby Beach. And of course, you can enjoy quirky museums, miles of pristine beach, which you don't always think of with Norway, and a chance to visit iconic Norwegian landmarks like the Kajag Boulder, the Troll's Tongue, and Pulpit Rock. Great names. There's the Troll's Tongue there.
I definitely want to do that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's safe, isn't it, Keith?
Absolutely, yeah. I've jumped up and down, done forward rolls. It didn't even shift. And I'm like 25 stone, Sean, so...
Used to say...
That's what I look like on TV.
No, you do not. A final date soon, then back to Southampton as well. Now, let's just look on board the Azura. She is spectacular. She is beautiful, as you'd expect with P&O. And again, so much choice. And this is what I cannot emphasise enough. You know, I was lucky enough to take my first cruise holiday 6 years ago. I think I'm now on my 20th cruise, and it is because of the choice. Some of those have been midi cruises, by the way, but yeah, it's the choice, it's the variety, and I think once you've actually experienced a cruise holiday, it's very hard to go back to just a traditional land holiday.
Well, it's incredibly relaxing because everything's in a certain area. You know, people often think, well, I feel crowded. You don't, because these ships are huge. There's loads of space. There'll always be somewhere where you can go and get a space on your own. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have to walk very far to find entertainment, which is all provided in the cost, and amazing food, Sean.
Yeah,
you know,
and service.
And service with a smile that we just don't get in the UK, sadly, anymore.
Well, prices have come down. They've come down this week. They're down to $599 on this one. The outside cabin, really worth the extra £100. But as Keith mentioned, a balcony can start at $899. And if you do want to book any excursions on any of the cruises that we're featuring, or any of the cruises with Planet Cruise, we have got great prices on these as well. Planet Cruise will allow you to book the excursions directly through them and save up to 60% on the prices that you would be paying on board. So do look at those, and again, you can speak to one of our cruise consultants who'll talk you through.